Good morning and welcome to John Beck. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful weekend. Today is Monday, February 24th, 2025, and it is a day C for instrumentals. It's a day 5. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Now go ahead and take a seat. I am so happy that you guys are here in school. I love seeing you guys. It's a brand new day. It's a brand new week. We get to make our present moment the way we need to make it. You guys are the future of our society and our community, and it is up to you to make it a more better society for everybody. In order for all of us to get there, we've got to work together. And there are 3 expectations here at the school. You know what they are. Number 1, let's be respectful to each other. If you look around, you'll realize you're not the only human, not in this school, not in this community. So we've got to work together, and we have to value the minds and the hearts of other people that are around us. They have something to offer. You have something to offer. It's a cyclical thing. What you put out into the world is what you're going to get back. If you put out ugliness and mean-spiritedness, you're going to get that back. You don't deserve that. But if you put out respect and kindness and compassion, you're going to get that back. Number 2, show that you're responsible. You have a lot of control in your life. You might not realize it, and there are times throughout the day you might feel like you have 0 control. The fact is, if you look for it, you will find that control and use that control in the most responsible ways that you can. Make sure you take care of people. Make sure you take care of the things that you can control. Your hands, your feet, the words that come out of your mouth. How you think. How does your brain think when it is confronted with adversity? But that brings us to number 3, being ready. Be ready to show the best version of yourself. And when your mind is stuck, when it is in that rock brain, in what ways can you activate T-Flex? How can you feed T-Flex as if it were the wolf that you need to feed so that it will win? You don't want to feed the wolf that is going to give up, the wolf that likes to blame people. We see enough blaming in the world. I don't like being blamed when I don't deserve it. I know you don't either. We don't need the blame game. We just need problem solving. You've got a beautiful brain in your head. I know that you are able to help with the problem solving. We just gotta relax the brain sometimes. Relax your brain so that it can engage in the kind of thinking that we need you to engage in, both for learning and for getting along in this world. It is February, and once again, it is the last week of Black History Month. Now, I hope that you realize that some of these stories that I've shared are wonderful, and they give us hope in our society. Black History Month shouldn't just be reserved for the month of February. My hope is that you'll take it on into March, into April, into May, throughout the year, to realize that our society has come a long way, right? We've learned that our society hasn't always been fair based on people's race and the color of their skin. So this week, I want to focus on another story. What if in America, you had an African American who was lucky enough at a time when African Americans weren't even treated well to represent his country in the Olympics? And what if I told you the Olympics were being held in a place that was actually known to be perhaps worse in its treatment towards people who were not white? Now, this is an interesting story because here you have an African American who almost didn't even want to represent his country because of the way he was treated. And then when he finally decided to go, the city that the Olympics were being held that year was in a place that some might consider far worse. So I want to talk about the story of Jesse Owens. We'll dive into that tomorrow, but this is my teaser. Jesse Owens was an amazing athlete. He broke world records. And naturally, America wanted to win as many gold medals as it could in the Olympics back then in the 1930s. It's no different than now. And so he made it onto the team along with some other African Americans. They went to a place called Germany. Now, Germany today is pretty accepting of people who are different, but back then they had a leader by the name of Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler really came to power by preaching that people who are different than your traditional German looks were bad people. Now, he hadn't really gotten to the worst that history will find out about his story, but the signs were there even during the 1936 Olympics in the city of Berlin, which is in Germany. So that's my teaser. Stay tuned as we talk about it starting tomorrow. I think it's a story that reminds us that sometimes the worst in our society is also a reflection of the greater world. Now, some other things going on this week. Don't forget that the supplies drive for the Ronald McDonald House is still going on. Our 6th grade friends are still raising supplies and collecting gift cards for what a wonderful organization. I hope that you guys will continue to benefit it. The other thing too is that a book order went home. Hopefully you guys got it for our authors visits, which are going to be happening on March 17th. We've got Jonathan Stutzman and his wife Heather Fox. Jonathan is an author and Heather is an illustrator. She illustrates the pictures in books. And they've collaborated together, and some of the books that they work together on are on the book order. If you are able to get those book orders in by Thursday, we should be able to get them autographed and passed out to you shortly after the authors come and visit us. That's all the time I've got. I love you. I care about you. I'm here to encourage you. Go spread that message to everybody else, not just today, but throughout the week. And not just at John Beck, but throughout our community. I can't wait to see you guys around. Have an awesome day. And as always, I like you just the way you are.